We're back.
The Dublin Parade in 81. The state was in our snake and sunflower costumes. Can still see that.
Alright, so nothing in the first one there. Plenty more stops to go. Let's see what else is waiting for us out there. Jesus, busy in here. We'll try our best to get some footage.
That's greedy. Tesco, you should give you something. Yeah. Please. Where the slippers are. Yeah.
That's rough. Really? So apparently not much has changed in the probably month or so since we've hit the local charity shops. Absolutely no joy so far. The first shop you're seeing, nothing in there. Actually, funny enough, I got a phone call the day that we were flying over. You would have seen the recent arcade tour video. We went over to Orlando for 5 nights and I got a call. I was literally in the queue to get on the plane and I got a call from someone who was in that local charity shop who was just in the back room. They must have been donating or something, and they said there was a pile of Xbox stuff waiting to go out. A lot of Xbox 360 but some Xbox One games as well. Listed off a few. It sounded like there might have been a few semi-decent titles in there. So always the way, we don't find games for months in the local charity shops, and the one time we're going to get a little bit of a call or a bit of a tip off and we're about to get on a bloody plane to leave the country. So none of that stuff left there anyway, not that I was expecting any of it to be there. Second charity shop, again, that's one of the ones where we say we never find anything, but a few bits have turned up lately, but no joy today. And then the third one was, well, it said it was open, but maybe they forgot to unlock the door or something. I don't fucking know. But sure, look, we'll head down towards Jack and Jill now. I said just doing the local charity shops while we run a few errands and a few bits and pieces to pick up locally. So we're going to head down to the Jack and Jill there anyway. We've something to do down there. Have a look around, you never know, there might be something there. And then we still have the one in Coolock to swing by on the way back. So we'll keep going, stay optimistic, and hopefully a few games turn up in these last 2 stops for us. I should also point out we were in town last night and we're regretting not wearing like a hat and scarf. It was absolutely freezing, and today I'm regretting wearing this hoodie. It's 16 degrees and I'm absolutely sweating. Welcome to Ireland in March, lads. Actually, with the good weather, I probably should have got a wash out in the line. I've better rush home before Mrs. Retro Games Ireland gets home from work. Just pretend it was out there all day. Grant. Alright, Jack and Jill time. I don't know, it's probably not even worth €2, but it's Pokemon, it's kind of related to what I'm looking for, so for the sake of picking something up.
You have chosen today.
So it's been about a week since the footage you just seen. There was no joy out there, but it was good to just get back out there with the camera, back in the car and hit the local charity shops again. So good, in fact, we're doing it all over again. Now I literally have, what, 40 minutes. I'm meeting a friend of the channel up at CEX in Northside, so I actually have a few bits here in the bag that I've been meaning to trade in. So we're going to meet Nicholas up there at 1 o'clock, but we've about 45 minutes to kill, like I said, so why not hit? We mightn't get all the local charity shops in, we might leave Jack and Jill because it's a bit out of the way, but we'll hit the 4 kind of on the route on the way up there. You never know, something might pop up, but if not, as I said, we'll get these few bits brought into CX. Should have about 60 quid in trade credit, all going well, so we'll get something nice out of that either way, and we'll have a talk about how things are lying when we get back to the game room. But a few minutes away from the first one now, let's jump in, see if we have any joy in there. We'll go back to the game hunting in a second, still lots to come in this one, but just wanted to jump in and remind everyone that the Irish gaming market is back. It's returning on the 19th and 20th of April, just a month away, and it's back at the City North Hotel in Gormanston, County Meath. Now if you've never been to the Irish gaming market before, I've got plenty of videos on the channel. I'll link them all down below to check it out. but it's going to be packed with vendors, there's cosplay, there's game tournaments, something for absolutely everyone. It's a class weekend and an absolute must not miss. Now, if for some reason you haven't bought tickets already, there's still some available, and I've got an exclusive code for you to use now to save 10%. So at checkout, make sure you put in code RGI10 and that'll get you 10% off your tickets. Again, all the information and links for the Irish Gaming Market, where to go to buy tickets, it'll be down below. And don't forget, use code RGI10 to get 10% off your tickets. 10% is 10%, as I always say. That could be the cost of a game or something like that on the day. So if you haven't bought tickets yet, make sure and get them now before they sell out. Use that code to save 10%, and I can't wait to see everyone there. Make sure and say hello. Anyway, back to the game hunt. Oh, 'tis the season. That's not for sale, lads. Not for sale. Look at that for someone. We got games. Right, so very quickly, did actually grab a few bits in there. We're already pushed for time. I have to be up at Northside for 25 minutes. It is only 10 minutes away, but I wanted to stop off at the, you know, the other three in between, but look, we can always get them on the way back, I suppose. But grabbed two of those 360 games. I got Assassin's Creed Rogue and Red Faction Guerrilla. Probably not even worth €1 or €2. They were £2 each, but I mentioned in the last game hunting video, anything that's in immaculate condition, that's a kind of a popular enough title, that's €1 or €2. We're going to pick them up to have for little bundlers to go with consoles and stuff like that. As I mentioned, sometime this year, we really want to get into kind of picking up a few more consoles, maybe clean them up and bundling up a few games, so it's good to have these on the shelf to go with them. Like I said, €2 each, but like both came with manuals. Discs were absolutely perfect. Probably, actually this can barely even come out of the case, so that just shows you. And yeah, absolutely immaculate condition. So just got those. I ended up grabbing that Batman book because there might be someone I know who'll want it. If not, we'll throw it up on Vinted or something and try and get our money back for it. And then a couple of music DVDs, something that I've been kind of, I don't know, I've been grabbing a few of them here and there. We do like In Excess. We got a bit of Essential In Excess, and then just grabbed this Bon Jovi The Crush Tour. Again, I don't know if we'll keep them or maybe we'll kind of just build them up and do like a music DVD bundle or something one day, but these were only €1 each. And actually, yeah, forget about the promotion in there because I'm always so concentrating on games. But DVDs, books, CDs, buy two get one free. So the book was €2.50, these were €1 each, so we got one of these free, so it was $7.50 for all that stuff. So I mean, 2 games, 2 music DVDs and a Batman book for $7.50. You can't be going wrong. As I said, always just stop into the charity shops. You might necessarily get a really good deal or a pile of games, but you'll always pick up a little bargain now and then. But we're going to head to, I think we've enough time to hit the 2 in Kilbarrack because that's not too busy a car park in there, so we should get in and out, and then we'll see how we're fixed for time when we're going by the one in Coolock. But like I said, we can always come back home that way and swing by it after we meet Nicholas up in CEX in Northside. So I'll get some driving done here now, and we'll see us when we get to the 2 in Kilbarrack.
11 minutes later.
So the traffic getting out there was absolutely horrendous. There was a big articulated thing trying to turn in and nobody knew where to go, so we had to just sit there and wait for it to clear up. So I'm going to just go straight down to Northside. I don't want to be late in meeting Nicholas, so like I said, we have a few minutes to spare. We dropped a few bits in for trade anyway and start having a look around. But a quick reminder, if you're enjoying the out and about footage, if you like seeing people going to charity shops and finding nothing or finding the occasional game and DVD or whatever like that, make sure and subscribe to the channel. It costs absolutely nothing. It really helps the channel out when people subscribe. It helps push the videos out there to other people who mightn't have seen them before, and things like dropping a like, comment, all that sort of stuff, it really helps out as well. Costs absolutely nothing. Like I said, all it does is help me out big time, and I might see the odd extra video showing up in your homepage, but if you're enjoying the videos, that's perfect anyway. You're just going to be getting recommended even more amazing content. But anyway, enough begging for subscribers. We're going to head straight down to this place now. As it's wasting no more time, make sure we get there in time to meet Nicholas, and we'll see us when we get into CEX. Right, so we're just up in CEX now, dropped a few bits in for trade, just met Nicholas, absolutely top bloke, gave us so much nice stuff from Japan, so much stuff that I'm going to have to do a little giveaway later on. I promised him I'd give away something nice to you guys, just because he was so generous. But we're going to see how much we get in trade in, have a little look around and decide what we're going to pick up out of our credit. A bit of a random selection so far, trying to get a mix of stuff. Tekken on the PSP, a couple of Wii games for the collection, and then this Castlevania on the 360. But don't really have too many SNES or N64 cards. We might ask if they have a few more behind the counter. Sometimes they keep them in a little tray. I'm determined to spend all this trade credit here today while we're up here. Alright, so we're just leaving Northside now. Got to meet Nicholas there. Absolute legend. What a top lad. Got us a very, very generous gift in Japan while he was over there that we kind of knew about. It was something that I'd been looking for, and he was asking me if I was still looking for it. But I'll show you when we get back to the game room. It's absolutely unreal. But his generosity did not stop there. He brought us back so much nice stuff from his trip. Wouldn't take a thing for it. I tried my best. He wouldn't take anything for it, but he did make me promise I have to do a giveaway for all of you. So stay tuned till the end of the video. I'm going to put something, no idea what I'm going to give away yet. I'm going to put something really, really nice together to make up for the generosity that he showed. Can't wait to get back to the game room and show you everything that he got. It's just absolutely unbelievable. But anyway, while we were in there, we got our €64 in trade-in. Tried my best to spend a lot. I kind of showed halfway a few bits that I picked up. I think that's pretty much what I ended up getting, and we spent about €53 I'm going to say, and we have maybe, actually no, we spent 51 because we've got 13 left in a voucher. So I don't know, maybe we'll throw the voucher into the giveaway or something. I don't know what we're going to do, but yeah, I was trying to find something, but we've just been buying something for the sake of it. So we'll keep the voucher, we'll try and find a few more bits to trade in, and we'll build that little fund up again and get something nice out of it further down the line. But we still have a couple of stops to do. It's not done yet. We've got the one in Coolock here that we've kind of got a couple of odds and ends in there lately. They've started putting things in glass cases and stuff like that, but we've still kind of done well out of that case as well. But we'll pop in and see. There was nothing here the last couple of times, but you never know, today could be the day. And then we've still got the two in Kilbarrack where we never find anything, where we've been occasionally finding something, and the last time one of them said it was open, but it was actually, God only knows what we're going to find out there. But yeah, 3 more stops to go. Fingers crossed we've got a few more games, but we get back to the game room, have a look at what we got in CX, a look at all the very generous gifts that Nicholas gave us, and I've picked up a few odds and ends along the way over the last few weeks. Got a couple of bits when we were in Orlando as well. So we'll get back to the game room, we'll have a look at all that. But like I said, a couple of stops to do first, so you never know, maybe we've got a few more games to show off yet. Let's wait and see.
Right. Cheers, bye-bye.
Nothing in the case. Oh, there were some good games there.
You're out for trade, is it?
So we actually got a few bits in there. The bloody camera died on me, but I grabbed that FIFA 21 because it trades in for 3, I think, and they were selling it for 2. I ended up doing like a multi-buy thing and got it for €1. So for the sake of a free £2, we might as well restart the trade pile since we just brought a load of stuff up to CX. But I actually got this, which was really interesting. Just seen it sitting on the top shelf of all the books and stuff like that. But it's this Xbox Scene It. Now it was €6, which I think is what it trades in for, but I don't have this. This might be cool on the Xbox shelf. You know, I'm mad for like a buzz game. I went in search of those buzzers a while back, and through the generosity of the people who watch the channel, we actually ended up getting buzzers. Self and Mrs. Retro Games I've had some crack playing them, but this is like obviously the Xbox 360 equivalent of it. It's got all the little buzzer things in there, and from what I can see now, I don't know whether this has just been maybe it's just been taped shut. It looks like that's like the original thing on it, and it looks like it's still taped over. So I don't know if we can open this one or not. I didn't want to mess around with it too much in the shop because it's not a big place in there, so I don't want to be like pulling things apart when I'm in there. But let's see if we can get it out of this. I'm making balls of this. Look, we'll have a look at it later on and see, but I would assume that everything's in there based on the weight and stuff of it. So now I can't even get the leading thing to slide back down to where it was. There we go. Yeah, we'll mess with that when we get home. Actually, that's probably the game disc there as well. So yeah, pretty cool. I got a little set of books that were like €5. I wasn't sure if they were books that Mrs. Retro Games ordered and likes or not. I actually, on hindsight now, don't think that they are, but again, it was like a pack of 5 for a £5, kind of half sealed, not really sealed, but we might again shift those out when vintage. And then just got these WWF top trumps because yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. Well, they're WWE, so they're obviously a bit more modern, but 2005, they're not sealed. I don't know if they're all in there or not. For €1, you know me, top trumps and wrestling related, all that sort of stuff, it's always going to get picked up. So yeah, good stop that. We're doing okay today. We've got a few bits from the first place. We've got a few nice bits from there. We've got all the stuff from CX, the stuff that Nicholas gave us, and we still have a couple of those shops in Kilbarrack to go to. So you never know, we might add to the fund yet, but doing pretty well. Like I said, we're going to get back to the game room and have a look at everything anyway, but let's do one more stop, and you never know, we might add something else to the pile there. Oh well, so no last hurrah there, but plenty to have a look at and talk about. So let's get straight back to the game room and check it all out. And we're back up in the game room. Now I'm very quickly going to go through all the bits that we picked up in this episode. Don't forget there's a giveaway at the end, so make sure and stay tuned for that. And I can't wait to show you all the class stuff that Nicholas brought back from Japan for us. Some amazing bits and pieces in there. You're going to love it, so stay tuned for that. So starting off with last week's single grab, which again just goes to show you never know what you're going to find out there. Last week we went to 5 charity shops and found this single Pokemon book for €2 in Jack and Jill, so we just grabbed it for the sake of it. This week we went to just 4 charity shops, 4 the same ones from the week before, and we ended up with a nice little stack of stuff, so let's go through it now. So I think I showed this stuff off in the car already. Maybe I've cut it out in editing, I don't know. But in the first stop of the second week of game hunting, just grabbed this Assassin's Creed Rogue and Red Faction Gorilla. They were €2 each. They're probably only worth €1 or 2. But as I've been saying recently, anything that's like €1 or 2 that's in immaculate condition like these are, fully complete with discs that look like they've barely ever been played, we're going to get them, we're going to keep them, and we're going to use them as little bundlers if we come across like an Xbox console. A couple of pretty popular titles to throw in there might just raise the value of a bundle. Got a couple of music DVDs as well. These are things that I have got to start sort of picking up. I remember back in the day worked in like golden discs for years. Music DVDs were always something that rarely kind of come up on a sale. They were always like €20-25. Now again, you can probably get them for €1 or 2 in CEX or another sort of second-hand DVD store, but I just seen these Bon Jovi and In Excess ones. They were €1 each. Again, the discs were absolutely perfect in them, so we might just build up a little collection of these, or maybe we'll kind of just keep picking them up for €1 or 2. Maybe we can sell them in like a little bundle on Vinted or eBay or something. I don't know what we're going to do with them. For €1 each, I wasn't leaving them behind. And then we went to CEX. We'll go through those in a second because I'll probably tie that in with the stuff that Nicholas gave me, because that's where I met him with CX. Went to the charity shop in Coolock and actually got a few bits in there. There was nothing in the 2 in Kilbarrack, but we just grabbed this FIFA 21. It was priced for 2. I did like a little multi-buy thing with a couple of other bits that I don't need to show here. They're not really relevant to the channel, but again, this was absolutely perfect. Disc again looks like it's never been played, so with the multi-buy we ended up getting this one for like €1 or something like that. So a handy €1 into 3. We'll start a new trade pile and put that in there. But when I didn't get on camera, I was literally looking at the FIFAs when the battery died. I had spare batteries in the car, but it wasn't going out to change it to come back in because I genuinely thought that was the only thing I was going to see in there. And then I ended up grabbing, again, I feel like I've talked about this in the car, but whether we'll maybe we'll cut that one out and we'll show this instead. But grabbed this Cena. Now it was priced for €6. I think CX sell it for about 15, and I think 6 is what they probably give you in trade credit for it. But it's got a movie quiz in there. But the reason that I am actually really happy with this pickup, if I can get it out of the Jesus box, I struggled in the car as it was. What the hell's rammed in there? Anyway, so yeah, that's the game disc in there. It's in there. There's even a little manual. And the disc, you know when you struggle to take it out of the case, it's going to be absolutely perfect, and that is immaculate. I don't think anyone ever played this at all. I'm going to show you here, if I can, without dropping the feckin' thing everywhere. But when you open out the box here, I'm sorry, that's probably very close to the microphone. I can't get this back in the box, I'm just putting it on the ground. Guarantee I'll forget about that and fall over it at the end. Anyway, what else did we grab? Oh yeah, we got these top trumps over in there as well. Just WWF top trumps. I think they're all in there. There's like 32 of them, something like that. 32. I think that was the magic number for top trumps. For €1, you know, we have some weird top trump obsession on this channel. We have a little collection of them building up in the drawer over there. Again, no idea what I'm going to do with them, but every time we see them for €1, it's an addiction. We just pick them up. But yeah, I think after that we'll probably just move on to the CEX stuff. Actually, no, before I go into CEX, I've grabbed a couple of random bits over the last sort of few weeks. When I was in Orlando, I got these, I thought they were pretty cool, these Hot Wheels monster trucks. So they've got like the Donkey Kong and Bowser ones, presuming they're from the Super Mario Brothers movie, but they were reduced to $9.99, which I thought was a pretty good deal. Probably will just end up ripping it open and finding somewhere on the Mario display for them, but I don't know, this set seems to be going for about 15-20 quid plus shipping on eBay, so for $9.99 was a pretty good price on that. And I've started kind of buying a few bits on Vinted. I don't know, I just seen it was available in Ireland, and this has just become my new obsession. I'm buying all sorts of stupid stuff. I got like a Zelda coin. This is the Tears of the Kingdom. This was like the pre-order coin that came when you bought the game individually. Obviously I bought like the collector's edition or whatever like that. Maybe there's a coin in the box there somewhere, I don't know, but I think I got that for like 3 quid or something. It cost €4 or €5 all in with postage, so couldn't say no to it. Got this Zelda anime book, which I thought kind of went with the couple of the ones I have up there. It seems to be kind of a different sort of publisher, so it's different type of material in that in the book. And of course, because half the people on Vinted are in France, It's in French, so if I want to brush up on my skill French, that's probably a handy way of doing it, getting into the Legend of Zelda universe, but didn't really read the fine print on that one, but sure, what can you do? But I also got this, which I thought was pretty cool. It's this wee sort of sling bag, but it's, again, not sealed, but brand new in the box. I don't think it's ever been taken out of the box. It's in absolutely perfect condition. Have absolutely no room in the game room for stuff like this. Why I insist on buying it and probably keeping it in the box, I don't know. But as you know, I've got like a little collection of sort of, I don't know what it is about like bags, Nintendo themed stuff or video game themed stuff in general, but if I see any sort of like a bag type thing, I have to grab it. And this is actually pretty cool because you could put your whole Wii console in there. There's a spot for the, you know, the console itself, controllers, leads, all that sort of thing. So I think I paid like £5 for this and another £5 to get it delivered. So for a tenner, thought that was a really good deal. Again, probably a bit bulky to be finding somewhere in the collection for it, but sure, look, we'll squeeze it in somewhere. There's probably all sorts of stuff in between that I have forgotten about, but let's get into what we grabbed in CEX and then we'll have a look at the stuff that Nicholas very generously gave us, and then we'll go into the giveaway that's going to come off the back of that. But pretty much showed these in CEX, had a walk around, tried my very best to spend the €64 in the voucher. I think I ended up at like 51 or something like that. Just went down the usual route and grabbed a few Wii U games. Again, we're kind of slowly building up a collection of Wii U games. Whether a full set is something that we go for or not, I don't know. It is something that probably is attainable, but I don't know. For now, we're just using our trade credits, so we've probably gone from having maybe 3 or 4 Wii U games last year to having about probably 27 or 28 now, I think it is, and we pretty much got, well, bar a few purchases at like the gaming markets and stuff like that, we've got most of them out of trade credits, so we're kind of building it for free, so it's coming along nicely. But I just grabbed Ninja Gaiden 3, Scribblenauts Unlimited, and a copy of Batman Arkham City, the Armoured Edition. Now again, I mentioned, I was going to say in the last video, I think the last video was the arcade one. Well, in the last sort of game hunting video, I picked up a couple of Wii U games, and the reason that I got them is they were cheap, but they also came like complete with all the paperwork. So this actually came, the Scribblenauts has, again, I'm not going to call them manuals, they're just kind of like little inlays and stuff, but to me that makes them pretty much complete. So if I find sort of cheap Wii U games or any Wii U games in general and we have to trade credit to spend and they come with like paperwork and stuff like that, we'll grab them. Actually just look at the discs now because I never got a chance. The discs are absolutely perfect. I'll obviously get all these organised off camera once I've kind of done all my filming and add them into the Game Boy app, then I'll go through them all and I'll get them onto the shelf. But yeah, Ninja Gaiden again, came with the unscratched points there and then like a little, yeah, just a couple of little pages with like how to play and whatever else. So grab that one, and then yeah, I don't know what I showed there. Was it the Batman Scribblenauts? I don't know, but anyway, they all came with like a little sort of individual inlay type thing, so grab those. Got a copy of Castlevania Lords of Shadow. Don't know if it's any good, probably isn't if it's still only going for £8 on the Xbox 360, but again, nicely complete, nice manual in there. We have a few kind of Castlevania games. I actually thought I had more, to be honest. I was looking at the Game Boy app because I wasn't actually sure if I had this or not, and I think the only 2 games I have are like Portrait of Ruin on the DS and whatever the one that released for the N64 was. Maybe there was 2 on it, I don't know, but we've got one of them anyway. So we're up to 3 Castlevania games now, and just randomly grabbed Tekken Dark Resurrection, again one for the PSP collection that came complete with a manual. As I said, I walked around for a while, couldn't really find anything else to go in there, so we'll just keep the voucher and we'll start building the credit up and we'll get something really, really nice out of it one day. But that was the CEX stuff, that was all the other pickups. Let's get into the grand finale here, have a look at the stuff that Nicholas brought us back from Japan. There's some class bits in here to show off. So I've got 6 cards here. I tried to give him a few quid for them, he wouldn't take absolutely anything for him. I knew he was getting the main thing that I'm going to show at the end. Again, tried beforehand to kind of get him a few quid for it. He insisted no, he wanted to kind of get it as like a gesture towards the channel because he enjoyed the video so much. But with these 6, as I said, tried to convince him to take some money, he wouldn't have it, but he did say that we have to do a giveaway for all of you out there. So we'll get into the giveaway at the end. But 6 cards here. Straight off the bat, I forget what the first one is, even though I looked it up 5 minutes ago. I think it's like Heavenly Sword 2, something like that. Someone in the comments will know. I'm sure there's plenty of NTSC-J collectors out there. But that was one. A copy of Super Mario Kart. Now, I love these sort of alternative art styles. I've had an idea for a video brewing in my head for ages that kind of involves different art styles, differences between NTSC, USA, PAL, and obviously now we can throw Japan into the mix. So these are probably just adding fuel to kind of making me put that video together. So again, you know me on here, I throw ideas out there all the time, I never get around to do the videos, but that's something that I've been thinking about for a while, so we must actually finally get around to actually filming that. We've got Super Donkey Kong 2, or as people here know it as Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy's Conquest. We've got Dragon Ball Z. Again, just cool seeing the different sort of art styles and stuff on these. We've got a copy of Final Fantasy VI. This is actually making me want to get like a Super Famicom. I must actually keep an eye out, because I think at the last gaming market, I think the last couple of them, I think I've seen a couple of really nice boxed Famicoms. So by buying me these, he's just opened up another fucking hole that we're going to fall down collecting bloody NTSCJ. But maybe we'll just keep it exclusively to SNES and maybe N64. That might be a little clue as to what the special item that he got us was. But yeah, just some class bits here. And speaking of alternative art, another Super Donkey Kong. This is Super Donkey Kong 3. Again, Donkey Kong Country 3 as we know it. I forget your one. I know she's Dixie. I can't remember what the actual bloody name of this. It's gone out of my head now. But some class cards there. So yeah, 2 more bits to show off from Nicholas' stuff, and then we'll get into the giveaway. So the first of the last 2 here, you've seen Super Donkey Kong 2 and 3, but he got us this really nice condition Super Donkey Kong, complete in the box. Again, I've always been a fan of like the different kind of art styles and stuff like that, so it's class to have this. There's the cart there, and then we've got like the manual there as well. Is there something inside there? Oh, this really cool like little guide to all the characters and stuff like that and what the buttons do. That's just, again, just small things like that, having them inside the box, just absolutely class. Nicholas, again, thanks so much for this, mate. Oh, I'm going to have a field day finding places for these in the game room when we finally get around to organising it. It is coming soon, I promise. So yeah, the last item here, this is the one that I kind of knew that Nicholas was going to keep an eye out for me. He'd messaged me before he went to Japan asking was I still after this. I think I mentioned it in 1 or 2 of the Game and Market videos. So I was looking to collect a couple of the alternative art styles for my Zelda shrine over here. So I had got a copy of Ocarina of Time. Actually, let me reach out for here. We should probably show it off while we're trying not to knock everything off. Yeah, so that was the copy of Ocarina of Time. I picked it up in one of the Game and Market videos. I think I paid like a tenner or something for it. Again, we'll probably never ever play that particular copy of it, but just something that looks really cool in the shrine over there. So I was just very carefully placing this, so I don't knock the whole thing over. But yeah, that gave me like a sort of a PAL, NTSC USA and an NTSCJ copy of Ocarina of Time on the N64, my favourite Zelda game of all time. And I've already got an NTSC USA copy of Majora's Mask. Don't have a PAL copy, but I do now have a Japanese copy, and of course, rather than going out and just getting the card for me, he went and got it fully complete in the box. Look at this, like absolutely mint, I mean mint condition. Look at how clean the artwork is in the front of that. Again, we'll show you off the back of it there, just so as you can see. It's probably tilted to try and avoid any glare. But yeah, inside as well, just the colours of it and everything are just absolutely unbelievable. But I'll very carefully slide it out and place the box down there. But that's the cart itself for anyone who's not familiar. You can see now why I wanted it. It's just so much cooler than, like, I don't know, in comparison to the American version. And this is probably, I think actually this isn't even in great condition, I've really realised, but that's the US cart. It is nice that it comes on like the sort of the gold cart. I think our one just has the Majora's Mask itself, and it probably is a bit nicer than the US one, but yeah, I just love the simplicity and cleanness of that one. Absolutely beautiful. And look at the little plastic trays that come in with the games as well, with the N64 logo on it. Just, it's the small things, lads. And then it came with all the paperwork. Obviously, I don't know what this is, probably showing you how to hold the plug. I don't really know what's on your man's hand there that's saying, probably maybe just make sure your hands aren't wet when you're plugging it in. We won't be that. Again, not sure what this says. It's obviously some sort of like safety information as well. We've got this like really cool sort of controller map layout, and then again in here some extra controls for when you've got like the Deku shrub mask and stuff like that on. Just really cool. And then of course the manual, which is in absolutely immaculate condition as well. Beautiful manual, quite thorough as well. Again, I'll just show you some random pages and stuff like that, and I love a manual as it is. And again, this is kind of making me, we won't go down the road of kind of collecting loads of NTSC-J stuff, but maybe some of the more popular titles like the Zeldas, Mario, some of my favourite titles, we might just have to start trying to pick them up because they look so nice. Again, I know a couple of the sellers at the Irish Gaming Market do have like some import stuff, so if you're looking for some similar bits to this, have a look at the Irish Gaming Market. There's a few people there that probably have them for sale. Other than that, I may or may not be planning a big trip towards the end of the year where we might have a better chance of picking this stuff up. I'm sure you can put 2 and 2 together there, but nothing's set in stone yet. But plans are afoot for a big trip again before the end of this year, so I'm sure you can put 2 and 2 together about where I'm talking about, but hopefully we can make that happen, because that is just a dream trip for me. We've already done the sort of bucket list holiday last year with New Zealand, but this would be an amazing way to follow it up this year. Hopefully we can make it happen. But yeah, that leaves us with just the giveaway. Now, I literally met Nicholas yesterday. I wasn't expecting this stuff at all. When he said I had to do a giveaway, I was kind of thinking today, what can I do? And I just thought, given the theme of the main item that you gave me there, I just thought, why not give away a copy of Ocarina of Time on the N64. Now, this was actually my personal copy for the last probably 3 years. I was the placeholder for this one. Again, don't know what happened to my original copy that I had years ago. The console games all kind of probably were given away to a cousin or something like that. But yeah, this was probably one of the first games I kind of picked up when I started getting back into collecting years ago. It might have even been on the shelf in the very first, I was going to call it game room tour, but it was more of a game shelf tour with designs on having a game room. I'll try and find like some sort of a screenshot or something like that from that video if I can and show it up there. But yeah, my save file and all is probably on here. No idea how far I got in it, but we'll leave it all intact there. We won't wipe anything. So a copy of Ocarina of Time for the lucky winner. And what I'll probably do is, again, I haven't had time, I'll put a few other little bits and pieces in there. I have a few stickers left, I think, from the run that I got done last year, which I will find a few other bits and pieces. Maybe we'll even order something off Vinted or something like that. I think this is like a 30 quid game now, so we'll try and find a few other bits to put in and make it a prize package worth like 50 euro or something like that. So if you want to enter the competition, if you want to be in with a chance of winning this game, and the mystery items that I've yet to figure out are going to be in the box. This, as I've said, is probably, isn't my favourite Zelda game of all time. This and A Link to the Past, it's just an absolute toss-up. Breath of the Wild obviously was absolutely amazing, but I think if I had to pick a favourite, I'd have to go back to something that kind of gives me nostalgia vibes, brings me back to my childhood. Like Link to the Past was out in, what was it, 92, 94, something like that, so I probably would have been like maybe, I don't know, 10, 12 playing that game. Spent hours upon hours playing it. Ocarina of Time has great memories because the Nintendo 64 is the first console that I ever picked up probably from my own money. Got it purely to play this amazing new 3D Zelda game, and again, just got sucked into this world for months on end. But I always remember I played very close to the end. I remember playing through I remember kind of getting pretty much all the way through the castle, and then I had like the boss fight left. I remember leaving it because it was up till probably 2 in the morning or something like that, and I was in work the next day. I was like 16 working at McDonald's or something like that. But then that day in work, I fell and I ended up breaking a bone in my wrist. I'll never forget it. I went to the doctor the next day, ended up in hospital. I ended up in a cast for 6 weeks, and I couldn't play the game. I couldn't actually finish it. The day I got that cast off, I always remember my dad bringing me up, getting the cast off. We went to like McDonald's, ironically, and got like a bit of breakfast or something like that. And then just came home, threw the N64 on, and within an hour had it finished. And of course, I had to kind of play it through again then to kind of experience playing it from start to finish without that 6 week break. So always brings back good memories, this game. So hopefully we can get this copy out to someone that doesn't have it, that wants to kind of relive that same sort of nostalgic feeling. Yeah, like I said, we get a few other nice bits like that, we'll put them together and we get a good prize out to someone. So competition rules, usual stuff applies. You have to like the video, you have to be subscribed to the channel. I'm not going to make people like share it and stuff like that, but if you do have a place that you can share the videos, a place where you think people that maybe haven't seen the channel before will get a chance to enjoy them, please share away. I think we're at like 2,470 subscribers now, which is absolutely nuts. So let's try and get up to like 2,500 off the back of the next few videos, and then we'll see where we end up towards the end of the year. But yeah, like, subscribe. As I said, if you can share, great. If not, don't worry about it. And then just leave a comment below. I mentioned it was probably a toss-up between this and A Link to the Past for me, so below in the comments, just tell me what your favourite Zelda game is, or what you think the best Zelda game is, and tell me why. That's it. That's your entry in there. Yeah, we'll do the usual. We'll leave it open for a week. So I'm hoping to get this video out Sunday afternoon at some stage, so same time next Sunday. Competition will close and we'll do like a short live, something like that, where we'll draw the lucky winner. So best of luck to everyone that enters. But yeah, that's it. Good to be back out and about doing the local hunting. Good to have the car back. Hopefully we can start making up for some lost time now and get a load more hunting videos in. But yeah, thanks for checking this one out. Thanks for sticking till the end, and see you in the next one. Cheers. So we're not doing anything crazy today. Oh, fucking. Anyway, I know it's been a while. You're probably all dying to see as much of me. Oh, Jesus. I'll put up the thing with me. In the wrong gear. 18th of April, and it's back at the City North Hotel. I don't know if I said that right or not. 18th of April at the City North Hotel in Gormiston, County Meath. We go back to the game hunting in a... Alright, so we're just leaving... No, what's that on the lens?
I won't respond to that.
I'm not talking to you. Reuse drive, lads. The cars just randomly just pull in without indicating. They just like... Sorry, I said I'd be more zen in the car this year and I'm letting silly things annoy me. Just breed, manifest games. Can we even park here? No, because that fella parked like a f***ing dickhead. Now we have a spot.